just mic'd up with Mikey Mahtook. Got the boys in. I got Lloyd. We got J Mitch. We got Jackie Boy.
He tried to jump up, and he might have knocked it in.
Good time. Let's go. What a start to the Monday. I mean, I'm from Lafayette. My boys will come in and say,
oh, God. So me and Joe on the ground. I got Joe in the headlock. And he's sitting there. He's punching me in the stomach. Like, punching me.
Here, is everyone sitting around? Who here thinks Ochenko can practice today after having 5 full beers? And he goes, Chad Jones, right? Chad doing 6 minutes. For 7 minutes, right? Chad's like, no, man, I don't think Ochenko can practice today. And I was like, I look back and I'm like, Jesus Christ. I saw you there. You were more fucked up than me.
On the spirit plane had some issues, I think. She was sleep farting.
you heard her or you just thought it was her?
I sat right next to her. I smelled it.
Whoa. What was that?
Good show.
Now, when you do go to spring training, are you going to bring your chinchilla and your turtle?
My dad tell you about it?
The SEC is, God, they hate fat people. I mean, I get crushed for that. You know what I mean? It's like, come on, man.
Hey, just the South, bro. You got a bunch of food down here. Like they should.
Look at Lloyd.
You know what, Lloyd?
You're looking for a recruiting coordinator, coach. I'm here.
He's like, I'll piss my pants right now.
No way.
We're wearing gray pants, long gray pants. He goes, I'll piss my pants right now. Hello. Welcome back to Mik'd Up. Today is Wednesday, February 5th. We got an awesome show for you. I wish we had this recording the show before
Who's
the
to
show.
say we don't?
Now, some of the things probably shouldn't have been said or shouldn't have been recorded.
He fits right in.
Probably a good thing it wasn't. But we got a big show for you today. Obviously, a lot going on in Louisiana right now. Super Bowl is in New Orleans. New Orleans is kind of buzzing right now. A lot of shows, a lot of personalities. A lot of entertainment right now in New Orleans. So if you're around the city, pop in and go and see it. It's always great whenever the Super Bowl is in New Orleans. Been voted one of the probably the best Super Bowl site of any of the other cities around the country. That's not me saying that because I'm biased. I am from Louisiana. That's all the NFL writers and personnel and people who have been around Super Bowl.
Oh, it's starting to
the
get
most ever Super Bowl hosted city in the.
It's starting to get like a Rose Bowl type buzz of like there needs to be a
It
Super
needs
Bowl
to
here
always be there.
every.
Because you got all the hotels. You can go get go drinks, which doesn't happen anywhere else. You can drive down. Well, you can walk down the street. You probably have them all barricaded now, which they should.
Yes.
Which they should. Brand new Caesars Superdome. A lot going on. I wish I was going to be in that number this weekend. I'm not going to be. I will be there tomorrow. Steve Gleason charity golf tournament.
No white flags.
No white flags. I don't know where my balls are going to go tomorrow, but hey. I don't know where. Hopefully they stay in bounds.
Hey, don't go OB.
Yeah, don't go OB. Hopefully they stay in the fairway.
Hey, water ball.
We got a lot. We got a great show. So we're going to talk a little Super Bowl, obviously.
Is it a water park?
The main attraction of the night is one of the newest Tigers, LSU baseball Tigers. Daniel Dickinson, transfer from Utah Valley. I think y'all are gonna enjoy him a lot.
Feels like he was born in the wrong state.
Yeah, I think he feels like he's home. He's one of us. He's a ball player through and through. I think he's enjoying his time here. Obviously, he's going to continue to enjoy his time. You're going to get to know him throughout the course of the show. It's also Wednesday, so it's Ask Mikie and Mitch. We didn't promote it because we stink at our jobs. And so if you're in the chat, and you're listening to us, ask questions. No, it wasn't you. That was on me. If you're in the chat, ask questions to me and Jay, and we'll get to them throughout the course of the show. But y'all aren't here to listen to me talk. If y'all
I would go as far as to say you get a couple for Danny in.
Yeah, listen.
Like an open book.
It seems like he's not going to be shy to answer questions. So if you have a question, you're going to vet them, Lloyd.
Yes.
Right? Don't ask
Fine-tooth comb.
Don't ask, the elementary questions. Ask the good ones.
Yeah.
Right?
Starting on, dude. Who's starting Friday, Saturday, Sunday?
Yeah, don't do that. Hey, who's going to be the Friday night starter? Every show. Who's going to be the lineup? Well, let's just watch. Who knows?
We'll get it in October.
I don't even know. Honestly.
Yeah, see? He doesn't know. All right, without further ado, let's introduce Daniel Dickinson. Welcome to the show, dude.
Appreciate it.
Appreciate you. Appreciate you for being here. A lot different weather here than where you're from, right?
Yes, sir. It's amazing.
Yeah, you're from Seattle. Not Seattle.
No,
you're from Washington.
State, but like
State.
the southeastern part.
Yeah.
It's Richland, Washington. It's
Okay.
like 3.5 hours from Seattle.
Okay, and then what southeast? So it's like going towards, what's that state? I'm not, the northeast.
Like Oregon.
Northwest.
Northwest is not where I'm.
Oregon-ish.
Yeah. Okay, and then you went to Utah Valley, which is up in the mountains, played for Eddie Smith.
Yep.
Eddie Smith obviously was a hitting coach here at LSU before he took the head coaching job there. Now he's the head coach at
UW.
That's
where he's from, too.
Yeah, so it's pretty
took
cool.
That and he was fired up about it.
Yeah,
for
probably
sure.
his dream job.
Yeah.
I would imagine.
Yeah.
You, based off of the research that I've done and the conversations that we've had, you were a late bloomer in high school.
Yep.
Didn't have a ton of scholarship offers.
Yep.
Kind of had to grind your way. Got an opportunity to play for Eddie Smith and then at Utah Valley. How'd that come about?
Yeah, so throughout high school, I was super short, super slow, not strong at all. Played my was on freshman team my high school season, and then my sophomore year was on JV. And so I was like the kid that would play freshman, then JV, and then finally get an opportunity to play on varsity my junior year. Started at shortstop, and then throughout the year, like the local junior colleges would be around and watching practices and games just to kind of get the juniors and seniors kind of off the board quickly, who were going to probably go junior college. So I committed to a junior college my junior year, and then I hit like 400 my junior year, and so I was like, okay, I'm starting to get into this thing and work hard. And then that fall, I was not really into football, and but I did play it, and so I was like, hey, I'm going to go to a camp this weekend instead of play, because I wanted to play baseball or basketball in college. That was my goal. And went to a camp in California, got an offer to Ottawa University and NAI school in Arizona, and then basically registered for classes, room and board, all that good stuff my senior year, and then played in our state championship my senior year. He was there watching. Coach Smith was there watching. Saw me play, came back to like a summer ball game, because right as soon as the season ended, we went straight into summer ball. Came and watched me in a summer ball game. Was like, hey, we don't have any money because, you come to college in 2 months, but we'd love to have you. And went on a preferred walk-on spot and earned a spot, played hard, played my freshman year, played my sophomore year, USA, Cape, and then now here.
So you didn't really get the recruiting
No.
feel coming out of high school, but you probably got it
portal.
coming out the portal, right? So, we've asked a couple people. The portal was not there when we were playing, right? Like it was. It's kind of a wild deal for me. I don't really understand it, like as an athlete. So when you put your name in the portal, is there like an alert that goes out to all these coaches? Because the minute you put it in there, I'd imagine your phone starts blowing up.
Well, so I was with my agency, obviously, Excel Sports Management. While I wasn't in the portal and I was in the Cape and Team USA, they were like, hey, we have so many people calling us and basically finding out inside rumors or sources like, hey, is he going to jump in? Is he not? And I wanted to go back to Utah Valley. I loved playing for Coach Smith, Rasmussen, Kukuk, all the assistant coaches that were there.
Yeah.
The people around the facilities, it was a really good spot to be at. And so they kind of were just trying to figure out anything possible. And then when I made the decision, I was at Team USA, and I made the decision the night before. So I called my coach and like did all that stuff, and then I got entered into the portal. Like I want to say it was like 10 a.m. or something the next day, and I had a game that day. So I entered. I got a text that I was like, "Hey, you're officially in the portal," and then I shut my phone off because my advisors were like, "Dude, you gotta like focus on USA. This is what you want to do. You're in an amazing spot. You just want to have fun and enjoy it."
Right.
So I turned my phone off, and then after the game, I look. It's like, I don't know, 6 hours later. I have like 80 phone calls, 100 texts. Like literally, I could have picked whatever school that I wanted to go to.
Yeah. How's that make you? How's that like?
It was awesome because no one ever wanted me out of high school, and I was always fighting for one opportunity, and now the ball was in my court, and I got to choose kind of where I wanted to go.
And so you obviously come here, and you only know what you don't know what you don't know, right? So you want to go back to Utah Valley.
Yeah.
Then all of a sudden you say, okay, I'm getting all this attention. I'm putting my name in the portal, and you start getting a couple schools. And did you have multiple visits set up before you came here?
Yes.
And then you come here and you're like, damn.
Correct.
Is that kind of how it worked?
That's 100% how it worked. I mean, I got phone calls from UW, Washington State, Oregon State, and I didn't answer them at all because I'm kind of like a gritty dude who's not. I don't really hold grudges against people, but it was like, you didn't give me the opportunity to play for you and earn a spot, and you didn't know what I was going to do when I got there, so why would I give you the chance now?
Yeah, right.
So that was kind of the chip on my shoulder. I was just like, I'm not going to you guys, and so I didn't even answer those
So
guys.
when you break up with your girlfriend because like you're not real good, and then you get jacked and kind of look better, and she wants you back, like nah.
You're like nah.
Yeah, you ain't coming back.
And so I did get offers. I mean, I had like everyone that I could go to, and my final 5 were Texas, Texas A&M, LSU, Vandy, and Tennessee.
So SEC. You're
Correct.
coming to the SEC.
Yes, that was my idea and my goals for sure. I didn't want to go anywhere else. And I had visits set up for sure to Vandy and Tennessee, and then came to LSU first and loved it, loved the coaching staff, the environment, the weather. Like, I don't do snow. So when we got snow the other day,
you grew up in the snow.
I know, but I don't like it at all. It's fun to snowboard or sled or stuff like that, but as soon as you're trying to drive and like it gets all muddy and wet and nasty.
So when it snowed here, like, what the fuck is this?
Literally. It was fun while it was snowing because I went and did some donuts with some friends, and they were like, oh my gosh, we're going to flip. I was like, no, it's fine. I know how to do this.
This is Tuesday for me.
Exactly. Yeah, exactly. And but then once it like started to melt and stuff, I was like, bro, I'm so done with this. But yeah, committed on the spot the next day, and then I was like, called everyone and said, hey, I'm a Tiger.
What did they say when you do that?
They were just like, we understand.
Okay.
It sucks, obviously, but I mean, we'll see you soon.
Yeah. Jay, you got something?
Yeah, so I thought it was going to take a little while for us to get into, so I can get to this kind of question. So I had some other stuff I wanted to go for, but we're here. So Mikey talked about doing a little bit of research. I did a little recon, and got a little information. Again, I got a little information on you, and I just kind of want to know. So you talk about your competitive side and kind of your story to get to here, but people also don't know about the story of one said elementary teacher that laughed at you when you told him you were going to be a professional baseball player.
Wow.
Can you just kind of go about the story and tell us about that story?
Look at that.
I know.
So I've been playing baseball, football, and basketball since I was like 3 years old. I mean, ever since I was born, I had a ball in my hand. And I just enjoyed hanging out with friends, throwing the ball around, playing catch, running around, tackle football, stuff like that. And basically, when I was 3, I was in kindergarten or preschool. So I guess I was 4 in kindergarten. We would do those like, oh, what do you want to be when you're growing up and stuff like that. And every single time I'd say MLB baseball player. And one time a teacher kind of looked at me and they were like, I think we should pick something more realistic. And I was like, we're in, like, looking back, we're 4 years old and we're in kindergarten right now.
You think this motherfucker's going to be a firefighter? All of this is unrealistic.
Yeah. And so I was like, no, I want to be an MLB baseball player. And I remember that in my head very vividly. People would be like, nah, like, let's figure out something more realistic. Even all through middle school, high school, like, I was training, working hard, 5 a.m.s, 2-a-days on my own. Like, just really, because I never was like, I'm still not the most talented guy on the field or the most tools out guy on the field. I know that my calling card is being scrappy, making things happen. I bunt a lot. I steal a lot. Like, I'm just going to be flying around the field, you know what I mean? And so I definitely have ability, but I'm not the most tools guy. And so I know, like, my way that I have to play is gritty and, like, I'm going to prove you wrong type deal.
I love that. I think that's honestly, to me, and as you get into the professional ranks, right, once you get drafted, that's going to carry you a lot further than the talent's going to carry you.
Yeah.
Right? Because there's a lot of dudes out there that you're going to see. I'm sure you've already seen some of them that are super talented that don't work hard at all.
Don't care at all.
And they don't really care. It's like, oh, I'm just here because I'm good at it.
Yep.
And the guys that are good but work harder, pass those guys up. So that's a good – Jay, that's pretty good by you.
That's very good.
Yeah, I know you don't reveal your sources, so I'm not going to ask.
Yeah, I can't reveal my sources. Let's just say that.
You got anything else? You got follow up on your recon?
No, let's keep going. We keep going. There's other things I could go to, but let's just keep going with it, man.
Well, I just want to say, would you out this second grade teacher?
I
feel like it's a hero now. I mean, this is like
it was fourth grade. I don't really know.
He was 4 years old. He doesn't know who
or
it is.
It was kindergarten, I guess. I was 4 years old, but I don't really remember the teacher.
Well, I'm just saying. Remembers, that's a picture in the log. That's like your Batman moment.
Maybe face.
Correct.
Maybe remembers the face. Probably has the picture in the locker.
Bad teeth, bad breath, halitosis. Get me out of here. I'm going to LSU.
Yep.
Part of the reason why you came here, right, is to play better competition. Obviously, that was the goal. You had your 5 teams, or 5 schools that you want to go to were all in the SEC.
Yep.
You decided to come to LSU, and you haven't played any games yet, real games yet, but you're playing against some of the best competition in the country on your own team.
Yep.
How has that transition been? Has there been some bumps and bruises? Has there been some learning experiences throughout the fall and up until now?
Yeah, I mean, our staff is
nasty,
second to none.
Yeah.
Like, we are gross this year. We have, like, 3 guys up to 98, and it's just like, what the heck? I didn't even see that at Utah Valley, you know what I mean? So I went to obviously at Utah Valley, you would see, like, the 96, the 97, but it would be a 1-inning guy. And then as soon as that guy comes out, we bang him. Or usually it's a guy that throws hard and can't throw strikes.
Right.
As soon as he gets out the game, it's back to, like, your 89 to 92 type of guy. But it's like I got the exposure to it. It just wasn't over and over and over.
Yep.
So I went to the Cape, wood bat. It's a very tough environment for sure. Playing those fields are like high school fields, and the lights are like high school fields.
Play wide, he hit it to center field, but the left field is not good.
Yep, exactly. And so, I mean, I had my struggles in the Cape, and then Team USA, I had my struggles. This summer was like that transition period from the competition at Utah Valley to what I'm at now. And so this summer was that transition period, got here in the fall, was really dedicated to working hard and earning my stripes and kind of getting in the lineup and earning my spot. And the fall went well. I think I did pretty well. Earned a spot. I should be at second base and hitting somewhere in the top of the order. Like I said, I don't know, though. And it was just like the transition period through the summer till now was massive. Being able to go and play all those games and then coming here and facing the good pitchers that we have and being around those guys and getting better every single day has definitely helped me.
So coming from the Cape, obviously you struggle a little bit, right? Which I did too.
Yeah.
Right. I had a guy throwing 99, heavy fastball. I tried to push button, my bat almost came out of my hand. Right. Like it's all different. It's a different animal out there, and a lot of those guys, you're going to face them again in professional baseball.
Yep.
So you go through that, you kind of understand. Okay, I see it now. Then you come here and you're like, all right, I'm going to have to do something a little extra. What is there anything specific that you did to make that feel a little bit more comfortable, like with the velo and the type of pitching staff that you're going to face?
Just, first of all, getting in the weight room. I mean, it's just a physicality thing. Like, you need to be able to impact the ball the harder it comes in, and then shortening everything up. Like, you can't have a big swing facing 99 if you want to be consistently good. And so that was one thing that I did, or 2 things, I guess. Got in the weight room some more often, and then shortened everything up. And then we have the spin ball. I don't know if you've heard of that. It's like a big machine that can sequence pitches and do whatever.
And like you could put like spin rate in there.
Yep.
It's the best.
Yep.
Best machine. They didn't get that till the end of my career in professional baseball.
Really?
That was the best.
Yeah. And so I just
how often do you use that on your own pitchers? The spin ball machine.
We don't set it up to like our own pitchers, but we have we hit live at bats every single day. I mean,
we had this conversation earlier and just, I don't want to sidebar you, but we had this conversation earlier, and it was like, I guess people were kind of talking about people that have been able to kind of pop into the practice and see the practices, and they're like, oh man, I don't know, like it seems like well, if you got a good pitching staff, that probably should be happening, and if I had to guess, they're probably not using that machine to actually their own pitcher staff, so there goes confirmation.
Yeah, we don't really set it up for like our own pitchers, but we're hitting 4-pitch mix, heater, slider, changeup, breaking ball every single day in the live at bats, and that's something that we use to challenge
you're not seeing
ourselves.
Chase Shores' stuff.
No, correct.
Yeah. It's a great tool.
Yeah.
I mean, so the first team that I ever so my 21 was my last year.
Okay.
Right now, Sean, make it back up to the big leagues. I was in AAA with the White Sox.
Okay.
Tampa.
White Sox.
Yeah, Cubs guy?
Terrible.
I am a Cubs guy.
Let's
Dansby.
go.
Yeah,
Dansby.
I like the Cubs too. White Sox, terrible.
Bro.
Bad organization.
2 White Sox here.
Yeah, Jerry got drafted in the first round by the White Sox.
Really?
So I was drafted by Tampa. Yeah. So we have a lot of stories about not good. But Tampa is known for being innovative, right? So they're really good at developing pitchers.
Okay.
They've figured out how to develop the hitters now.
Okay.
And so they were hitting off this machine like before practice, and they wouldn't even take batting practice. That was their batting practice.
Gotcha.
It was just off this machine, and it was that.
Yep.
And so the staff, I knew some of the staff that was still there, and I was like, what the fuck is that? And they're like, oh, we could plug like, the starter.
Yeah.
We have all the spin rate because everything's got TrackMan now.
Yep.
So we just plug it in. So they're having
what they're gonna
30
see.
at-bats off the pitcher before they even face the pitcher.
Yep.
And they raked.
Yep.
And I was like, damn. So we finally got one. It took them all year to convince the White Sox to buy one, of course. And they got it. And
I don't know where we're going to find the money.
Yeah, I was like, this is what we should have. But, yeah, so those machines are fire.
Legit. For sure.
You talk about the Cape. You talk about Team USA.
Mm-hmm.
The Cape, obviously, different experience, a great experience. Yeah. How was Team USA?
Extremely fun.
Yeah.
I mean, you can't really get much better than playing for your country. I mean, my favorite movie of all time is The Sandlot, and I remember literally so vividly playing under fireworks, and that was the first time I've ever done that, and it was exactly like that scene on that carnival night that they went and hung out and stuff like that. And I couldn't
put some Red Man in like they did.
no.
Tequila.
Yeah, exactly. And
you chew it, Smalls.
So it's like it was just I couldn't tell you how many times I've watched that movie, and then getting there and playing under the fireworks with the best of the best. Like, these are first rounders either this year or next year.
Yeah.
And I mean, I'm friends with them now. I keep tabs on them. We all kind of chop it up every now and then, and it was an amazing experience.
I mean, you're the first guy from Utah Valley to ever go to the Team USA, or probably even where you're from.
Yeah.
Like, so that had to be kind of an eye-opening experience for you, and that's probably what played into the portal, too, to be like, oh, I'm with these guys that are at big-name schools.
Correct.
And then you're like, oh, I'm kind of swinging up here.
And that's exactly what happened. I was planning on going back to Utah Valley, and then at USA, I was like, hey, I can hang with these guys. This isn't a fever dream, you know what I mean? And so I went, told my coach, I was like, hey, I'm enter the portal, and this is where I belong, and I'd taken a chance on myself once again.
Well, we're pumped that you're here. Jay, you got one?
Yeah, man. Like, I've heard you talk about the work you've put in this fall and obviously this spring defensively. Can you talk about what you've been able to do, or what do you feel like you've been able to progress your game with on that side of the ball?
Yeah. On defensive or offense, or both?
Defense.
Okay.
Defense.
Yeah, defensively.
Because we know you can swing. We know you can swing the hell out of it.
Bet. So in high school, I was a shortstop. Went to Utah Valley, kind of just found my way in the lineup, kind of. And we had a really good shortstop at the time. He was a JUCO Gold Glove, and he was really good. He's one of my really, really close friends. We keep tabs all the time.
Is he still playing?
No, he's not.
Okay.
He had a chance to play indie ball, but he had a torn labrum, and he was like, "Nah, I don't
insurance
want that."
time.
Yeah, exactly.
Indie ball's a grind.
Yep. And so we keep tabs, but I found my way at second base and played there for 2 years. Obviously, worked hard at it. Got very, very comfortable at second base. Came here, was supposed to play shortstop. Got a ton of opportunities to play shortstop. Just didn't work out in my cards. I think I have the ability to play shortstop. I know I do, but it's gonna come with reps.
Yeah.
I need reps. I need to get comfortable there. And when I moved back over to second base, I felt like home.
Yeah.
I felt so comfortable. I can make plays with my eyes closed, stuff like that. And I guess the stuff to answer your question, to get better defensively, was definitely kind of getting down into my legs, playing lower, and then showing my glove earlier. I do a lot of this flashy, flip the glove, kind of Dominican Robinson Cano type thing. And I catch myself doing that a little bit too often. And so my goals definitely this fall and spring has been get into my legs, show the glove early, and not big league it. Catch the ball, throw it over there, and don't look too cool.
The biggest one of the biggest assets you can have is being self-aware.
Yeah.
Right? So if you know that and you understand that, then it's going to be easier to get better at it.
Yeah.
Yeah, we were there for the Friday, so we saw you take one off the
show
go.
guy, huh?
Yeah. That one popped up on me. I was like, oh, shit.
Make the throw, got time.
Exactly, yeah. I was like, uh-oh, my hat's off. Catch this, throw it over there, and play it cool. We're good.
That's it. But you had swag. You have swag. You talk about the Dominican swag, and you have the headband, you have the Barry Bonds earring, you got the arm sleeves. Has that always been part of your game? Because I love it.
Yeah.
I can't pull. We talked about this. I can't pull off the tats or the Barry Bonds earring, but
that.
I think you just got to get used to it.
I got
Beauty's in the eye of
I
the
gotta
beholder.
get comfortable with it.
See, I wasn't a guy that growing up was a flashy, kind of big time type of guy. And then because I didn't really have confidence, and then you kind of you start to get good. You're around the people that are like that, because I feel like not many people have tattoos around here. I don't see them very often.
Well, it's more of they're hidden.
Okay,
you'll
I got you.
You'll get a lot of the arms
shoulder tats.
in the back.
Yeah,
or something,
okay.
A lot of last names for
But
some reason.
a lot of
Do you have your last name on your back?
No, I don't.
Okay.
Yeah, a lot of last names on the back, a lot of crosses.
Yeah, a lot of crosses.
Yeah. Literally every single person from where I'm from has cross earrings, tattoos, in high school. So it was as soon as I turned 18, boom, I'm getting this. And I mean, it comes with a confidence thing for sure. If you don't you don't think you can pull it off, you can't. But if you just go get it, you get it.
Own it.
As soon as I started getting tattoos, my mom got one actually.
Oh, really?
So she has a heart on her wrist that says "blessed" with my birthday.
Nice.
And so it's you just kind of got to go for it. But it definitely hasn't been a part of my game for my whole life. It came my senior year when I turned 18, and then I got comfortable with it, got the earrings.
Got that preferred walk-on, and you're like, I'm good.
I'm good. I got that preferred walk-on.
I've arrived. I'm here.
Nah,
Hey, I got a question. Are you a one oven mitt guy or a two oven mitt guy?
One for sure.
We got to talk to Curiel about that.
Can you explain to me the two oven mitt thing? I don't get it. I really don't.
how to do it.
Straight up,
Yeah,
I just need to know. I need to know from the now players what the two oven mitt does.
See, if you're on first, so mine's on my left hand. If you're on first and diving back, you're diving back to the back side of the bag. So I actually go in with my hand open. So that might be why that he has two. But then if you're going up, you're still sliding to the back, so it's left.
See, I like to have my fingers available.
Yeah.
To move around and if I want to grab the bag.
I'm with you. When I played, it was on the left, and obviously the only place you're diving back with the right was to first, and that's not going to be. I mean, the chances of you getting stepped on or something, that was it was so small that I was like, there's no reason for it. So I really don't understand the guys that use the two right now, because I'm like, that's just, you don't need it. You're only sliding head first, and you're using that left hand because you're always trying to be pretty much as far away as possible. Maybe third base on a first to third, you may slide on the inside part of the bag, but same thing. Chances are not. It's a small chance.
Definitely.
I tried the, and this is not gonna shock you.
No.
By any means. I tried the mitt once. I got hit in the hand. I didn't break my hand, but it was sore. I could not get the mitt on my hand at the time. The whole at bat happened. The whole at bat happened, and I was fiddling with this thing, and I ended up getting to second base, and the mitt still wasn't on my hand. I just put it on my back pocket. I'm not doing
I'm done with this. Throw it away.
I'm done with this. I can't do this anymore.
And now you have kids in Little League that are wearing little oven mitts. Their mom ain't buying you the $45 Evo Shield, so you're rocking the got this from the kitchen, cuz.
No way.
Yeah.
No, it's
And if you have two, how do you get the second one on?
Well,
that's the other.
True.
That's
You've got
the
no
bigger
fingers.
question.
You're
the first base
biting
coach.
it.
Well, I
You're
can't
biting
really
it to pull it on.
I can't wait until he's hitting 340 with 20, and there's going to be kids at Marucci and Traction running around with the earring, with the Barry Bonds earring and a full sleeve.
Hey,
that's going to happen.
Do you remember Tommy White last year at the regional?
Of course.
All right.
With all the chains?
It was the regional, and this guy had a mustache on, a beard
on.
Oh, the kid. The little kid.
Yeah.
He had his hat with the Oakleys on and everything. We're going to get people with the earrings, the tattoos.
So in your interview, the last interview I listened to from you, you talked about how LSU baseball is the professional sport, the professional team of Louisiana, which is true.
Yes.
Right? You came here because you wanted to be in front of that. You get that here, right? You don't get that a lot of other places.
Yeah.
You get that at LSU. Is that something that like
that fires me up?
Yep.
As soon as the lights come on, it's over with.
Yeah, it seems like you get pretty
jacked up. Yep,
they love that. Fans love that here.
That's good.
You're talking to the king of it over there. Mikie was deemed like the football player playing baseball. The passion was palpable.
That's good.
Yeah, no, they love that.
So they'll put you in the elevator.
And Coach Johnson always be telling me that. He's like, just play hard, because I mean, I'm sure you've heard he gave me 14 for Pete Rose. Like,
no, I didn't know that.
Yeah, so I'm usually number 3.
Okay.
And some kind of decent player played here 2 years ago.
He was all right.
Number 3. So it's retired now.
Yeah.
And I was coming in here and he's like, yeah, like 3's retired, so you're gonna have to pick another number. And I just didn't pick it because I hadn't committed yet. That was on my visit.
Oh, tough to have to sell on the visit too.
Right? He was like, yes, I know you're 3, but and so I got here and I didn't pick a number, and then next thing I know I show up and I'm 14. And I was like, 14, that's kind of an odd number. I go into his office and we're just talking, and he's like, I gave you that because of Pete Rose, and he's my favorite player, and you play exactly like him. Super hard nose, gritty, like up in your face type of thing. And so that's kind of how that came to be, and that's exactly how I play. Fly around, make things happen.
Oh, yeah, head first slides in the third base. No
every
doubt.
time.
Yeah, we got to get horizontal on one of these.
No doubt.
Catch the
doubt.
Yep. But you talked about Team USA. And obviously, Mikie played there, but another one of your teammates now.
Yes.
Anthony Ianson was over there with you.
He was here on the show last week.
And I was about to say, we interviewed him last week. He talked about the experience. But I was just wondering how much that played into their little sweet nothings back and forth, like we're both in the portal. Like, where are you looking? Where am I looking?
Yeah.
And if that kind of budded like a friendship, because I know position players are probably with position players. Like, you don't get to interact all that often. It was just like, no, we're talking.
It was very tough. Like, obviously, the position players and pitchers are separated, like you guys know. It's odd until you kind of get in this time of the year where everyone's kind of focused on one team, the LSU Tigers, and we're going into battle and stuff like that. But when I entered the portal, it was like 3 days before it closes, and we and Ianson and I were like, okay, we're going back to our schools, we're not entering the transfer portal, all this. And then I have conversations, and I enter the portal. It was like 3 days before it closes. And Anthony comes up to me. He's like, hey, how is it? And I was like, uh-oh. And then I said it was great. Like, I love the whole process. It was nice to finally get that attention and, and have all these big schools want me and stuff like that. And I was like, it's great. And he was like, shoot, dude, I kind of want to do it. And so literally like 2 days or a day later, he texts me. He's like, hey, I'm in the portal. I was like, let's go. Come on, we're fired up.
Let's go.
And so we're all talking about, like, everyone that we're going to go on visits with and stuff. He ended up going back to California after USA, and I went back to the Cape. So we couldn't really talk too much. But we texted a couple times. He was like, hey, I'm coming to LSU on a visit. I was like, bet, I'm there already. And then I committed on the spot. He ended up going to Texas and Tennessee, I believe, afterwards. And then I remember the day he committed, he was like, what's up, teammate? And I was like, let's go. Come on.
He's awesome, too.
He's a stud.
Yeah, he seems like he's a great dude, obviously, on the show here. We watched him. We were out there on Friday watching y'all, me and Lloyd. And I didn't realize how big his freaking – I mean, he's house.
Massive.
Yeah, I didn't realize how big he was.
Yeah.
But
All-ass team.
Yeah, Lloyd loves his ass.
Yeah. Hey, ass and ankles, that's all you got to do to recruit.
He's talked about it a few times.
Yeah, Bill Belichick taught me that.
Oh, my God.
But high ass. Good athlete, you know what I mean?
Put him on the base pass.
No, he looks good, obviously.
It looks easy.
Yeah, he's going to factor into the rotation.
Yes.
I mean, we don't know that for sure, but you would imagine he's going to be there. Outside of playing here in Baton Rouge, right? Outside of like, oh yeah, you know, what are you looking forward to? The fans and all that stuff. That's is there a specific team, or is there like a matchup that you're looking forward to coming here, like to play and face?
Yeah, I mean, there's two, I guess. There's the first one would be Tennessee, like they won it last year,
champs.
and so it's like, oh, we got to go get them. If we
And just to give you a heads up about them, this Tennessee LSU rivalry thing has like
big time,
it's got over the last like 4 or 5 years. 4 years has gotten.
let's go.
Yeah, it was it's awesome.
Let's go.
Yeah, you'll love it.
And we play them at home this year too. It's gonna be lit.
Yeah, 2023 last time they played at home, natty champions.
Uh-oh.
You know? Do it again.
So
Stars.
it's like that's the first one. I always want the best. So it's like let's go after them. And then, like I just said, I always want the best, and A&M's won across the board for everyone. Let's go.
Let's do it. I love that, Jay.
Yeah, so I wanted to go back, like, I think that situation is so different. So my camp experience, I was in the camp for 7 days, literally, that's it. Came right back home, started football season. But the same thing happened, and I'm sure Mikey got a lot of this too, where when we were there, you played with other guys, and you kind of got to look at it and be like, man, this is kind of dope. I wish we could do this during the year. Is there guys that are, like, at bigger schools that's kind of like, hey, man, like, you kind of want to come over here? Or, like, do you get that a lot? Or is it kind of just, like, hush-hush and nobody really talks about it?
No, 100% it's like that. They're like, oh, you're in the portal. I'll give my head coach a call real quick and see what's up. And so there's definitely a little.
That's how they tamper without tampering.
Yeah.
You know, the coaches don't have to do it. Hey, whoever.
This guy.
Hey, always be
Hey, Johnny, call your boy and see if he's interested.
Danny Hustle.
Yeah.
Exactly. So there's definitely that little banter. And then obviously if you get along with people, like, it's super fun.
Yeah.
I got along with RJ Austin a lot, and he's at Vanderbilt.
Yeah.
And that was definitely one of the places that I wanted to go and play for Corbin and stuff like that.
It's
So
a great spot.
Yeah.
Nashville's awesome too.
yeah.
Not here though.
No,
it's a
not
different.
like here.
It's just a different environment.
Yeah, for
Right?
sure.
It's a
This is
different-
more. I feel like this is more community, and Louisiana is like everyone's behind you.
Oh, there you go.
I got you.
Hey, flip it to him.
Appreciate you.
I think Louisiana's community, LSU's community, and you kind of have like everyone behind you. Vandy, I think is a little bit more fun. Like you got the Nashville opportunity and stuff like
Nose
that.
in the air a little bit.
Yeah, smart guys.
Yeah, well, they just finished their football stadium, then we can talk.
Yeah, well, I'm glad you brought up football. Utah Valley didn't have football.
No.
LSU has football.
Yes.
Big football school.
I went to every single home game.
How about that?
It was so fun.
Yeah.
It was
See,
so fun.
he doesn't seem like he's the guy. Like he's, like I said, one of us. We were here. It was. I'm not missing a home game.
Hell
I'm
no.
going out there. I'm gonna enjoy myself.
Yeah.
I'll figure it out the next day.
Yeah.
At the field.
Yeah.
Right?
If the home game
And
is
I'm
the
not
only
big
game
league
there
at
is, or-
all.
Right.
I'm not big league at all. So I stayed all 4 quarters. I was watching the fireworks. I was out
You're there.
when we stormed the field against Ole Miss. Best
Out there.
believe I was out there.
love
I was
that.
not trying to like stay behind,
Yeah.
shades on, act
Yeah,
off.
no, you're in
Nah,
there.
Yeah,
Yeah, you're in the
100%.
mix. I love that.
One
That's
of
what
us.
it's about. That's what it should be.
Yeah.
Yes, sir.
Right? Like especially
Mikey's
if you-
trying to pretend he's a big club guy. Club tweets. He's earned it.
I was but when I was in the
At
the,
some point,
the
yeah.
mix.
Yeah.
You know, I love being in the mix.
He's not like the major league owner, Cracker Jacks, and wants to go down
But
the
like
field.
I've moved my way up. Now I don't have to pay for drinks.
There was a
don't have
time
to
where
pay for
Mikey
drinks
didn't miss a
anyway.
game or
In the
didn't miss a
stadium.
clothing time, or there was a time of that. Yeah.
Yeah.
For sure.
Mikey, see, that's what you're telling on yourself, because if you actually do go sit with the gin pop, you just bring your gin pop.
Yeah, but see that's
just put it-
I
put it in-
follow the rules.
Well, they're free.
Well, I don't bring it in. It's illegal to bring it in.
No, they want you to. It's
I
encouraged.
told you what happened.
Come find
I
me.
told you
Section-
what happened when I did that. When I sat behind you. Someone said, hey, the best way to sneak in the alcohol is through a breast milk bag. Literally.
Take notes.
So I put in a whole fifth of whiskey, too much,
Yep.
right? In this thing. So I have it in my
Double
pants.
D's.
In my pants.
Where did you get that from?
Party
Yeah,
box.
facts. Hold on. Wait a minute.
They were passing them out at the tailgate.
Okay.
So we get it, and I go in there, and I'm sitting there, and I'm like, damn. So like it kind of slid down, so I couldn't get it. I couldn't take my pants off, and so I'm trying to go through my like zipper hole to get there, and I'm pulling it up, and right before I pull it up, gray pants, it bust open.
Oh.
So now I got whiskey all over my pants.
Whiskey
and I
dank.
have- yeah, legitimately. And I have probably a drink worth of by the time I get it out, and I'm like,
I smell like absolute booze.
Damn. But I was like, but really, nobody really can notice because everybody else probably smells like it too.
Yeah.
And so
It's like a cologne.
No, you
after that, I stopped
again.
sneaking out.
Never again.
After that, I stopped sneaking alcohol in.
Gotcha.
Then I was like, I need to get up in the suites where it's free.
And there you are.
Come
No,
find me in 301. You
Hadn't
got
left them
plenty.
since.
Hadn't left them since, and it's great. I enjoy myself. Whether rain or shine, I'm there because I don't have to get wet.
Hell yeah.
Yeah, it's great. It's beautiful.
Don't listen to him. Be one. If you're a Cubs fan, you want to be a bleacher creature. You want to be in the stands. You want to be there amongst the people. And then you just start looking around like, Jesus Christ, these people are fucking nuts.
Yeah.
And
Yeah.
baseball, don't get it twisted.
Oh, they're
it may
nuts.
be worse.
Listen, 2 years ago when Tennessee came, right? Because Tennessee was like for a while has been top of college baseball.
Yeah.
They beat LSU in the Super Regionals the year before, right? And then 2 years before. Maneras last year.
It was
21,
Cruz's
2021.
freshman year.
Yeah, 21. So they beat LSU in the Supers that year. And then they're kind of feeling themselves. The next year they're really good. Supposed to be the best team in the world. They lose. Then 2023 they come to LSU and bases loaded, bottom of the eighth. I believe LSU it was a tie game.
Mm-hmm.
And Jordan Thompson hits a double off the right field wall, right center field wall, clears the bases, and
Blows
it
up.
is berserk.
That's
like
so fun.
right field student section, throwing stuff on the field, like
Let's go.
wild.
Yeah.
So that's kind of the
I
energy
can't wait.
that
Yeah.
Now
I
you-
can't wait till we're playing an SEC series,
That's-
big time, and it's like something crazy happens, and this place just
Yeah,
blows
and you're
up.
driving down the street from your apartment on Friday, and you're like, "Damn, everybody's tailgating already. This is awesome. This feels like
Yeah.
a football game."
I mean,
that's
it
what's
felt
gonna
like,
happen.
yeah, that's what I was going to say. I was like, I would ride my scooter from Southgate because I was not trying to drive.
Oh, so that's
to the
where you live,
football game.
Southgate?
Yeah,
Yeah.
I do live at
Nice.
Southgate.
We'll cut
Good
this.
spot.
Yeah.
We'll cut this.
And so, and so I was riding my scooter.
Just don't
to
tell
the-
them what building of Southgate.
Yeah,
you know?
literally.
Yeah.
Just in general, Southgate.
Southgate.
Yep.
Yeah.
And so I was riding my scooter to the football games because we'd have the baseball tailgate right next to Torchy's.
Oh, so you had a baseball tailgate?
Yeah,
Oh,
with all the
okay.
coach and where they'd bring the recruits and stuff like that.
So it was a
And-
coach's tailgate. I
Correct.
thought it was the players. Okay.
No, we didn't have one ourselves,
Okay.
but I would go there, free food,
Yeah, no
chop
doubt.
it up with friends, stuff
Yep.
like that, and I would just drive down the street. So many cars, police escorts, people on the side of the roads. It's
Oh,
like
that's awesome.
10 in the morning against Ole Miss, and I'm like, oh my goodness.
Yeah.
And then that's gonna be like baseball.
Baseball. It'll be, not obviously as big.
Yeah,
because
yeah,
there's,
yeah.
There's not as many people, but you'll get more tailgating at LSU games than maybe probably anywhere else.
Oh, yeah.
So it'll be fun.
Yeah,
You're
for
gonna,
sure.
You're gonna have a good time doing that. Let's get back to the team a little bit. I'm not gonna keep you all night.
It's all
We're
good.
kind of we're having a good time, but
Chilling.
I don't want to keep you too long. You're new, obviously, so like, you've gotten to know these guys. A lot of new guys have come in. How has the chemistry been? How has like getting to know each other, building that type of trust with each other,
Yeah.
been through the fall? And obviously, as the games play, it's a little bit easier to do that because you're kind of in the battle with each other.
Yeah.
But in the fall and the spring, that's an important time to kind of figure out how has that been.
For sure. It was good. Obviously I think we have 12 returners.
Yep.
And so that'd be 30 new guys, and a lot of people left. And so our biggest thing with Coach Johnson and all the coaching staff and us individually, we were all about chemistry because
Yeah.
obviously you need that to win. And sometimes you can be better than people just off of chemistry and being able to trust each other and stuff. So we would have a bunch of we'd have people come in and work on our team chemistry in groups more formally, I guess. And then we would also hang out at each other's houses and stuff like that, watch some fights, watch the football games, stuff like that. And so, I mean, we definitely have taken strides in that aspect of things. And I would say for the most part, we're super, super close. And now that we're kind of all in the same dugout, now the pitching staff is starting to come along with the position players. And obviously we're still competing against each
Right.
other in scrimmages right now, but you can tell, if someone strikes me out or something, I'm not going to be like, oh, whatever. I'm going to be like, hey, that was dirty.
Yeah,
and
yeah.
we'll laugh about it. You know
Right.
what I mean? So I think
Right.
the chemistry is in a good spot right now.
Who has been somebody that you faced this year that's been like, oh shit?
There's a couple. Shores, obviously. Up to 98, I think.
Who had 100 this year, I think.
Did he?
I think he
Oh,
will.
you think he will?
Like as the
Yeah.
season progresses, and he starts feeling a little
As soon
more,
as he gets SEC play,
Yeah.
get that start,
I think he's gonna hit 100.
adrenaline, he could. Maverick Rizzi, he's actually a freshman,
Yeah, he's a monster.
6'9", and that's something like talk about stuff and like velo and stuff. It's probably like Chase or Cade Anderson is
He's
very
nasty.
good. He's up to like 94 or 95, I think, but he's got an 87 mile an hour slider. He got the changeup. He's got the heater, and he just locates.
Yeah, the big
like,
breaking ball.
we have our little hitting sheets afterwards, just dotted, and you're like, I mean, there's
Nothing
nothing
you do.
I can do. You
Yeah.
know what I mean? And so, like stuff wise, Cade and Chase Shores, Connor Ware's also done well. Anthony, he's good, and then but like in terms of like uncomfortable at bats,
Yeah.
Maverick 6'9", he stands on the inside of the rubber. So as a righty,
He's-
and his arm slot's 3/4
So
too.
behind you.
So it's literally I'm standing there and I have to set my view to like behind me, and then his ball sinks too. He throws a sinker, and then he has a slider and a changeup. So it's like I'm looking behind me, and he's standing on the right side of the rubber, and he's 6'9", so he gets down the mound and he is on top of you.
Yeah.
And you look like you're facing Anthony, who's like 6'1", 6'2", I think.
Right.
You know, okay, he's a normal sized dude.
Right.
But you got 6'9" up there and big and out front and behind you. You're like, phew,
Yeah.
good luck.
Nasty.
I
And then he's
think.
throwing everything sinking in,
Yep.
and then he throws the breaking ball, and you're like, God, throws it away. God damn it.
Yeah, literally. So that would be the most uncomfortable at bat for sure.
I love
But
that as a freshman.
yeah, he's very
Um,
mature too. He's gonna throw a lot of meaningful
Evans
innings.
too.
Yep.
I mean, he's been nasty.
Yep. He's good.
Hey, y'all are stacked. Jay, you got one?
Yeah, dude. I mean, I kind of got an idea what it is, but for everyone trying to get a feel for your personality, and obviously for us to know you a little bit more too. As far as for like baseball in the game, are you the guy that like takes it home and like you're always thinking about it, you're always talking about it, or are you kind of like, is there a time when you leave the field, it's like, all right, let me shut this off for a little bit, just to kind of separate and the way I can kind of pick it up the way I need to? Like, who are you as a person?
Yeah. Obviously you got to have kind of your like breaks from baseball for sure. It can eat you up if you don't. But for the most part, like I'm always eating, breathing, sleeping baseball. I think about it all the time. I watch video all the time. I'm at the field hitting or taking ground balls all the time. And so it's like,
Do you go to sleep to your own highlights?
no, I don't watch my highlights. It's more of like watching just kind of YouTube videos about like the baseball
me.
bat bros and hitting and stuff like that. Just baseball in general. And so, I mean, I have a dog. I have a 2-month-old puppy,
Oh, no. What
And-
kind of puppy?
chocolate lab,
Oh, what's
and
his
then
name?
Oakley.
Her name?
It's a
Oakley?
girl. Yeah.
I love that.
And then
Annie Oakley or like baseball Oakley?
baseball
There
Oakley.
we go.
Yep.
And
then-
come on.
Ah, it's a girl.
I mean, I know.
Just see how, what, God forbid he's well read.
Okay.
And then golf too. I enjoy
Oh.
I suck.
Me
Chill.
too. It's fine.
I suck, but I enjoy golfing. And so, I go golfing on the off days.
Where do you go?
Either Webb or LSU or
They still. I can't believe that's still there.
yeah, it's
Yeah.
okay. But
I'm sure they could
That
probably.
is, that is
They
the
hook us
nicest
up.
thing you could have said about that place.
Yeah, I'm sure somebody.
they hook it up.
Santa Maria is probably. You could probably
I haven't been there. No.
Yeah, you could get there. It's not bad.
Yeah, bet.
U
Okay.
Club.
Me and
You can-
oh yeah,
sure,
we've been.
I'm sure
I've
you're
been to
gonna
U
go
Club.
It's a hard course.
Yeah, I've
Yeah.
been to U Club. I've been to Webb. I've been to LSU, and then next off day before the season starts, kind of just to like hang out. Gidry and Benj, they're nasty at golf.
Are they?
We're gonna go down to New Orleans.
Are you gonna
and-
play? Which
play-
one? TPC.
Yeah, I think so.
Yeah.
And so that'll be like a fun little
Yeah,
trip
City
for
Park,
us.
maybe. Yeah.
And so that's kind of
That'd be good.
What we
Have you ever
plan
been to
on
New
doing.
Orleans?
nah. I've been to the airport,
Yeah.
but
Well,
that's about it.
That's the
It's a
least.
good time.
Yeah, that's the
There's
That's not
a
the
reason-
most fun part of New
there's
Orleans.
a reason why Jay has y'all going to Texas during Mardi Gras,
Yeah.
so y'all don't end up in New Orleans.
Gotcha.
Jay, did you ask the question already, or do you have another one?
No, I just asked.
You just asked the question. Well, you know, we're getting into the mix up. But yeah, New Orleans. If you haven't been on an off day, that's gonna be a good time.
Yep.
y'all like spend some time out there. Like y'all go like grab some food because the food's food's
I think that's what
fire
we're
out
gonna
there.
do. I've had crawfish before.
You like it?
Yes.
Okay.
Gumbo, pastelaya.
Yep.
I'm a big food guy.
Yeah, you love it. So
I gotta,
you're
I
in
gotta
a good
be careful
yeah.
a little bit.
Yeah, no doubt. You'll put some LBs on.
Exactly.
Lloyd, do we have?
Don't go full Zion.
yeah.
Oh geez.
Yeah, don't do that. Or apparently Luca.
Yeah.
I saw
pounds.
he's 270.
That's what they say. But he's also what 6'8".
Yeah,
He's only
he's tall.
25. He's got time.
But 6'8", 270 at 25.
Well, he moves slow. That's part of his
know.
game.
Lakers.
Lakers.
How about that?
What a wild deal, huh? You're a basketball fan. You're a basketball guy.
Who's your
Crazy.
squad?
Yeah, who's your team?
I like
Supersonics.
I like the
You want the
Celtics.
Supersonics back?
I was a Supersonics fan,
Yeah, me
and
too.
then I was a Thunder fan for a while
Yeah, basically your team.
because of Kevin Durant. I'm a big KD fan.
Yeah.
And then I kind of got off of him when he started jumping teams and stuff like that. But I love Tatum.
Yeah, he's
He
great.
can ball. So
Yeah.
I'm a Celtics fan
Okay.
for basketball.
I could deal with that.
The rumors KD might go back to.
Nope,
He already squashed
rebuffed
it.
it.
Yeah,
He
he
squashed
said nah.
Yeah.
He's done with that.
Yeah, that's probably the biggest mistake.
That's why I
Bob
went to
Myers
Phoenix.
and Steve Kerr could have made was him on the podium. Like,
Well, apparently the Warriors are trying to call every superstar out there, trying to pair somebody up with Steph.
just go ahead and send Steph to the Lakers.
They ain't doing that. Steph ain't leaving Golden State.
You don't think he leaving?
I don't think Golden State's gonna ever want to get rid of him.
Yeah, but it'll be up to him if he wants to win again.
True.
They ain't.
Unless they go and bring in people.
I mean, we just
Correct.
talked about Team USA. Look what
Hey,
could
let Steph
happen.
walk out the door.
You're
because
right.
Let's just be honest.
You're right. He plays Team USA. I mean, he was in Team USA
LeBron,
last year. Maybe they had a
were
little.
boys.
They
You
might
never
have.
know. Do we have any questions in the chat for Danny?
Yes.
I figured, make sure they're
Oh, we answered one of them.
okay.
Reinsdorf's notoriously cheap.
What?
Jerry Reinsdorf.
Oh yeah, Reinsdorf. He needs to sell the team.
All right. No questions.
Nobody likes you.
Interesting.
I'm
I guess.
No.
Not good enough.
That's
Y'all
okay.
should have saw the pre-show talk.
Yeah.
That's what.
That's what they missed out on. That's okay.
I
It
do
was
have,
for us. Was that?
No, I just wanted to show you a little taste of what Alex Bosch can potentially bring to the
Oh,
ballpark
this
every
is it.
now and again.
Oh yeah, let's go.
Do you have the volume?
Yes.
Perfect.
Or I thought.
It's a good swing right there. Backside double.
97 backside double bases juice. It was 2-2 at the time.
That ball gonna drop. Henry scores. Clinton scores. Here comes Pearson. A bases clearing double for Jordan Thompson.
That gives me goosebumps. That gives me goosebumps. Oh my goodness. I'm gonna go watch this whole game tonight.
Coach Epson has been on fire. The back end hitting the 8-hole, takes a fastball, laces out to right center field, and the race is on. And all the way from first base, Josh Pearson scores. And in front of him, Gavin Guidry and Paxton Kling, and the Tigers have taken a 5-2 lead.
That was 97. Yeah, fire.
That was loud.
Loud.
That's oh my goodness.
Yeah, it was awesome.
Mhm.
And that's just, that's what you got.
Hell yeah.
It's a little mix. Well, dude, I kept you till 7. Kept you a lot longer than I wanted to.
It's all good.
I appreciate you. Jay, you have anything else?
I just want good luck this year. We can't wait to watch you play. We've seen the game a little bit through some film and stuff like that, so we want to kind of see them purple and gold now and do your thing, man.
Yes, sir.
Yeah, man.
I
good
appreciate
luck.
it.
I respect I love the way you play, the way you talk about how you play. That you're gonna endear yourself to the fans a lot by that.
Yeah.
Right. And I'm looking forward to it. Hopefully, get you on more during the course of the show. Listen,
let's
this
do
is a safe space.
Bet.
All right. We just hang out, talk
out.
shit,
Yep.
and talk ball. So
I love that.
whenever you want to do it,
When
bro,
I hit a
hop on.
walk-off homer against Tennessee, we're here.
We're
That
here,
Wednesday.
baby.
Yeah.
We'll be celebrating up there, and then we're here.
Let's
yeah,
go.
no doubt.
We'll talk about it for sure.
I appreciate you, dude. You can get up, leave whenever you want.
Bet.
You can hang out with us, whatever you want to do. We're gonna get to some other stuff on the show. Nothing crazy, but appreciate you.
Real quick, how was it? Obviously, coming from another West Coast guy, Jay Johnson.
Yeah.
Like bringing you. Like obviously, there's some commonality there. Was that like a good like selling point? Because you said Anson visited other schools. He came on here and he said he went to LSU first and he shut it down.
Yeah.
And then you went to LSU and shut it down. So I'd imagine there's quite the recruiting pitch that goes on for you West Coast guys that are coming to Louisiana.
Yeah. I mean, he just kind of understands the way I play. Like the fundamental side, the base stealing side, the bunting side, the hit and run side. That's kind of how we're going to play this year. We're not going to rely on the homer a lot. Obviously, we have Jared and Jake and like guys
Don't
that can
sell yourself short. You got some juice.
a little bit. Yeah, we'll see. But like he just
look at the flag every day.
Look at the flag, hit it where that's blowing.
Right center.
Alley.
If it's going that way, just get in the jet stream. It's gone.
Bet.
Yeah. So.
And so, I mean, he just kind of understands the way I play, for sure. And we click.
Yep. Well, dude, I hope you're still in a bunch of bags. I love that.
Me too.
We haven't done that in a lot.
Yep.
And I'm glad that you're kind of bringing that to the lineup. So,
Yeah.
appreciate you, dude.
Yes,
You're
sir.
the man, dude.
Appreciate it.
Thank you.
Nice
Of course.
meeting y'all.
Nice
Yes,
meeting you, too. So, if you want to go out this way,
Okay.
you can just go walk and just around.
Bet.
Yep.
Thank you.
All right, dude. Appreciate you, man.
You too.
Later, brother.
Later.
Fall out.
I can't stop fucking coughing.
Yeah, choke you up.
I know.
That's what a
That was that double, bases clearing double.
base clearing double.
He's going to do just fine over here.
Oh, yeah.
He gets it.
He gets it. Sometimes you just know when you know.
Yep. We had a conversation before the show started, and 2 seconds into the conversation, the minute he walked in here, I was like, okay, we're going to have a great time.
Well, not only that, it was the immediate walk in, no knock on the door, just like knew kind of where he was. So some people wait, like, oh, what's up, boys? They came and sat down, like, oh, okay.
Yeah.
You get it.
You could tell he loves ball. You could tell he.
You forget his keys?
Oh, maybe. Hold on.
I got it.
You go get it.
Yeah. You just keep doing the show.
There goes the knock on the door.
There goes a knock on the door. You can tell he loves ball and loves the fact that he's here, and he like appreciates it. You know what I mean? He doesn't overlook that. He doesn't overlook the fact that he had his, he grinded to get here, and now he's at LSU, and he appreciates that. I think that's a good thing. Keys?
2 on the keys.
2 for 2 on the keys. Listen, we just tried them. That's a good sign for us.
Oh, LSU keys.
Yeah, that's a good sign for us. I mean, and the wallet.
Let's see what's in
The
here.
wallet. No, come on.
Hey.
Jesus, boy.
Appreciate you, brother.
Oh, my goodness.
That means they have a good time having a conversation. They leave their keys.
Yeah.
They usually get distracted.
That means they want to come back.
That's it. That's
Yeah,
it. The
yeah.
excuse. Leave something there. So he has to
that
go back.
damn
Damn,
hair tie.
I left my shirt.
Yeah.
You just left with no shirt? No, I had an extra one. I just left that one just in
That's
case.
my favorite shirt.
Yeah. I need to get that one back.
Today? Tonight?
Sometimes you don't ever get it back.
No.
No, but he's I'm pumped to watch him play. I think when somebody respects the situation that they're in and they have talent to go with it, I think that kind of elevates their game to another level. Top 3 guy we think we've interviewed.
Oh, yeah.
Personality wise.
Yeah.
Maybe top 2.
I'd put that up there with the who was it? Was it Dugas that was on the golf course? Whenever.
Oh, yeah.
That was an all-time moment.
That was great. Malazzo's obviously a rock star.
Tommy White, we got to get out the shell a little bit.
Tommy
and then,
White
like,
was
the
great.
Personality exploded. He was
Yeah,
great
but we
to
got
see.
these guys like out of their shell after they had been here or either been on the show before. He kind of hopped on the show and was like, he's obviously never played a game at LSU yet. He's never been on the show before yet. We never met him, and he was just kind of like, yeah, dog, like, I'm here. Like,
Yeah.
this is what it is.
Yeah. I enjoyed it. I'm glad we made a
Oh,
good.
now they come in with all the Ask Danny questions.
Well, now those are going to be the Ask Mikey and Mitch questions.
Walk-up song.
I mean, they panicked.
I got one.
They didn't keep their poise in the crunch time. They choked.
Bad look for the club.
Listen, I do give you a heads up. Ask questions, no questions. Now questions when he's not there. Easy to ask questions when he's away. A little less nervous.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, it's like the bar. I knew it.
God damn it.
Dude, that's
It's 2 in a row today. It's not good.
he ate.
I hadn't been doing it a lot lately. Now I'm doing it.
Fired up for baseball season. Tomorrow's your day. 8 days away.
8 days away.
They'll probably drop the.
So 3's retired.
I think it's on the shelf.
I hate when that does that. On the shelf.
Jared, do you feel disrespected?
Why? No, man. Go look at Dylan's list of accomplishments in a purple and gold jersey. Like, no,
Yeah.
like, It was, even if it didn't happen yet, it was going to happen at some point.
Player of the year.
Lord.
You know what I mean? Like I think every
what are we
player
talking about here?
every player of the year that LSU's ever had, I think, has had their jersey retired.
Yeah.
So
Dylan's as deserving as anybody that's put on a purple and gold jersey, and like that. I don't. Why would I have a problem with that? Hell no.
Hey, have you watched? I'm late to the party on this one, but have you watched the comeback on the Red Sox?
No, I haven't watched it yet.
Wait,
the Netflix documentary on the comeback of 2004 for the Red Sox.
Oh, it's unbelievable.
I watched the first episode last night. He's talking about chemistry and like doing stuff together, and that was the only thing I could remember. Think of is like, damn, they were talking about how they would go out together, and they were talking about Kevin Millard. Jay was talking about after they clinched to go to the playoffs, or maybe clinched to go to the ALCS. In Boston, the entire team leaves full uni after the celebration on the field and goes to the bar, and they're like in the bar in spikes,
full
throwing
uniform.
beers around, doing everything, full uni.
Full uni?
In full uni, dude. He said, Millar's like, I think that's the coolest thing any team's ever done. Like,
that's pretty fun.
And so they're just basically, I only watched the first episode of whenever the Yankees beat them in Game 7 of 2003 ALCS. And they had the Game 1, and they Grady Little honestly lost his job that day because he kept Pedro in. That's when Pedro had thrown I think 7 1/3, and he kept him in, and he ended up giving up tying. They ended up tying the game, and they lost the game in extras. But that was Aaron Boone's walk-off.
Yep.
But that was like prime our years where like I was 14, 13, 14, like locked in to baseball. I loved the Red Sox at the time.
Oh, it was impossible not to like that team.
Yeah,
like
it was a wild. It was
with
awesome.
Poppy, Manny Ramirez, obviously my all-time favorite player for many reasons, but man brought the joy to the game.
Yeah, and they talk about.
I'd say the last couple of years, just because the Red Sox hasn't been like as good, that rivalry's kind of lost its luster a little bit. But that time period, oh man,
dude, because it wasn't just
television.
I mean, you had you had the two best pitchers in baseball, Pedro and Roger Clemens, going up against each other, and both of them were not scared to try to intimidate the other team. So both of them were going up and in. So there was a bunch of people getting hit. There was a bunch of animosity, and it was just like, it was awesome. The storylines are great. So I don't think you really have that as much right now, but they talk about Big Papi and how he got to Boston, which I thought was awesome, which was really cool. I don't think people know the story, but
a lot of people don't know that story. Yeah, a lot of people don't know his
he got released from Minnesota. They signed him in his first year for Boston on like a $1.2 million deal. And he wasn't even playing every day up until about May. And then after that, he started doing it.
Yeah, that's how it became Big Papi.
Yeah, that's what Millar said. He goes, in May he was, David Ortiz. In July he was very much Papi.
Have you gotten to when they
No, I only watched one episode.
Okay, there's some other if you don't know the story, it would be riveting to watch. Like if you're had no idea how the entire thing played out, it would be like, this is a roller coaster.
Yeah. And I haven't gotten to the 2004 year yet, right? Which I forgot that Epstein was Theo was 28 years old.
Yeah. How many episodes is there?
Three? Yeah.
It's I burned it all in one day.
Yeah, I mean it was last night, so it was just I had to.
No, but I'm saying, that's how good it was.
it's
I'm
awesome.
sure it was hard to turn off for you. Like one episode, you're like, yeah, I'll watch the rest of this.
It was awesome.
But
then the I haven't seen the next episode, but Doug Minkiewicz, who managed me in AAA when I got sent down in Detroit, he's obviously on the 2004 team. Todd Walker on the 2003 team made the error at second. On one of the. I mean, it wasn't a big. I mean, I guess it was a big error, but it was. It was one of the scenes of the thing. But talk about how they kind of did the Moneyball thing, but in a better way, with more money. And, not just Moneyball. They, they relied on some other. I don't know. It was cool. I recommend watching it, Jay.
Yeah, I have to check it out, man. I've heard about it. I've seen. There was somebody else that kind of did a production on the entire thing. So I've seen and I know a very good bit of the story. And that's probably why I hadn't hopped on this one yet. But yeah, I have to check it out.
Yeah, it's cool. I imagine we don't have any Ask Mikey and Mitch questions.
Yeah, there's 4 days in October, 30 for 30. But this goes back to the previous year.
Yeah, this just shows out how.
Well, I guess that's my point too. So like, I know like Big Poppy's story. I've seen like that whole year story. So like, yeah, that's why I said like I know most of the story. So that's probably why I hadn't hopped on it yet. But yeah, I'll have to check it out.
I'm getting roasted for saying I didn't see the questions. I swear these weren't in here, boys. But we can go down the list. Let's see. Oh, well, yeah, this goes for anybody. Ask Mikey and Mitch. Would you rather face the big unit or Paul Skeens?
Wow. That's a tough one. Big unit or Paul Skeens?
Not that tough for me.
Well, obviously.
Yeah, well, yeah, that sucks for you.
Ain't that tough for me.
Yeah, Jay, I think you can say your answer. I think everybody knows your answer.
Yeah, it's pretty easy. 6'11", coming from out the fucking dugout. Give me Paul.
Yeah. Honestly, I'd probably take Paul too. Honestly.
Yeah.
Brandon Johnson does not look fun.
Yeah. No. You didn't love the slider either, so like that, he would have bounced that thing off your big toe and you would have been swinging full swing.
Yeah, don't love that. Good. Don't love that.
Not good.
No.
Ask Mikey and Mitch. This was for Danny Hustle, which we'll get. I'll take the credit, but he can have it. Biggest crowd you ever played in front of in college? That was for Danny Dimes. But
Omaha.
Well,
seriously, I think there was like 25,000, 30,000 people there in Rosenblatt, something like that.
Did you feel it? Like,
Yeah.
'cause obviously, I feel like Alex Box can prepare you for so much, but then you get into that stadium, you're like, whoa, this is a little different. Like, even if it wasn't, I would say, like, the College World Series is enough, clearly. But then you, like, look around and like, holy shit, this is why it's the College World Series.
Yeah. Yeah. It was pretty cool. I mean, it was it was a big. You can definitely feel the crowd, for sure. Jay?
I mean, my experience is a little different. So the biggest stadium I ever played in, or biggest crowd, was at Tennessee football.
Yeah.
Yeah, it was a little different. But I tell people all the time, like, the football noise and the baseball noise, especially postseason baseball noise, they just really don't compare. And if you hadn't been in a postseason baseball stadium, you truly just, one, you don't understand that statement, and two, you wouldn't believe it if you've been to an LSU Bama game. You wouldn't believe it if you've been to an SEC championship game. You just wouldn't believe it. But I'm telling you, the noise and the intensity and the suspense that's in a postseason baseball stadium like in LSU or like in the College World Series and places like that, like, it's different. It really is.
Yeah, Lloyd, I'm glad you put the video on there for him to hear that.
Oh, yeah.
You forget, because we were there.
Yeah.
Right,
we were there. We sat there. Remember, we talked about that moment. Like, we were like, wow, that kind of gave me goosebumps because I haven't been here in a while in this stadium where it felt like that. Remember, that was the night Paul was throwing that night. It felt like that. It was a close game. It was a really well-played ball game up until that point. And, like, it felt like postseason baseball in that stadium. And that was the first time. Like, we looked at each other. We were like, I haven't seen a stadium like this in a minute. And that, means nothing to the stadium, but it felt like what that situation actually was.
Yeah, it was awesome. I'm trying to find the box score.
I got it. What do you need?
I was just looking at the who pitched and all that kind of stuff.
So
I think it was Burns against. Oh no! It was Dolander. Is that his name?
Yeah.
Yeah, but who was yeah? So
it was Dolander against Skeens in that game.
And he hit it off Dolander.
That was he.
I think he was out of the game at that point. He was out. There was a reliever that was throwing cheese too that came in. Dolander was out of the game at that point.
That was what was it? Was it a 5-2? Was it a 5-2 game?
Yeah, I think so. I think it was 2-2 at the moment, and that bases clear and double made it 5-2, and that was the ender. Like it was bottom of the 8th, I believe, when that happened.
So I was trying to find the play-by-play.
Yeah, so it was bottom of the 8th.
Bottom of the 8th.
Cruz flies out. White grounds out. Beloso reaches on a fielding error by the pitcher. Kling singles.
Nice. Guidry pinch ran.
Guidry pinch ran for Beloso. Pearson hit by pitch. Kling to second. Guidry to third. Bases loaded. Thompson doubles to right. 3 RBI.
But it doesn't say who was throwing.
It was a reliever. It wasn't like a name that we knew, but it was one of like their better relievers at the time.
Ackenhausen came in for Skeens. And for Tennessee.
Oh, so it was Holverson.
Yeah,
The closer.
Holverson, yeah.
I'm looking. They only threw 2 guys. Dollander threw 4 2/3.
Holverson came out.
And then Holverson came in through 3 1/3, and then gave up the
bases clearing double. And then Nasty Nate came in for Skeens.
And then that's when everybody realized how good Garrett Edwards was.
Right.
They're like, wow, this guy's really good. 1 2/3. He went 2 hits and 2 punchies, but no walks, no runs. Shut him down.
Great game.
And then he got hurt. But he was nasty. Great game. Can't wait. I can't wait for baseball season. All right. Any other questions?
Ask him and him from Fonz. Boys, I'm sorry if I didn't see the questions. I'm sorry. Ask him and him. Best baseball movie.
Okay, so I'll say this: best baseball movie that has, or I guess that has the best baseball playing, like the skills of baseball players. Little Big League.
Mm-hmm.
Because it was professional baseball players that actually played. Like that was when they made the movie. They said we want to have real baseball being played. So it was all professional baseball players that were in the movie.
That was the audition. It wasn't about acting. It was about they interviewed you, or like your role was defined by like who they picked was they did baseball tryouts first.
Right.
Like we can teach them to act.
Yeah. Right. So, but as far as pure baseball, man, there's so many good baseball movies. Like really is like obviously Sandlot's a classic. I wouldn't put that as my favorite. I love Bull Durham.
Mm-hmm.
Major League.
For the love of the game.
Yeah, for the love of the game's good. Not really. I wouldn't call it my favorite. I mean, if you like sentimental and you like sad, The Rookie.
Dennis Quaid.
Mm-hmm.
Are you just gonna name them all, or are you gonna tell us which one's your favorite?
I'm thinking out loud.
Goodness.
I'm thinking out loud. Probably Bull Durham.
Mr. 3000.
No. What's the one with Selleck? Oh, I guess that's Little Big League, huh?
No, that's the one where they're in Japan.
No, that's Mr. 3000. But what's with Tom Selleck?
Mr. Baseball.
Mr. Baseball. What about you, Jay?
Give me Major League all damn
Which
day.
one?
Even today, when I see it, I can't watch it.
Yeah.
And I grew up literally thinking that was what professional baseball was like. So it was wild to me when I got there. I'm like, that shit was. What was I thinking that this was real? Because this ain't real right now. But yeah, give me Major League. Yeah. That shit is
Major League One.
It's a great. Yeah. I don't mind 2 either, but Major League One is the go.
There's some sleepers in there. Remember 61?
I never saw it.
The race between Mickey Mantle and Roger Maris. And then the Natural. People sleep on The Natural, Roy Hobbs. That was pretty awesome, awesome movie too.
Pick Me a Winner, Bobby.
What about you?
Baseball movies ranked. Bull Durham 1, A League of Their Own 2.
No. A League of Their Own is actually funny, but it's not.
It's not a baseball movie. Field of Dreams.
It's not 2.
8 Men Out, Moneyball, The Natural.
It's good.
Yeah. Oh, the next question was worst baseball movie, or baseball movie that makes you cringe the most.
Trouble with the Curve.
God, what a pick.
I saw a clip on that.
Makes me cringe the most?
That one does. Was not the best.
51%.
You forget about Summer Catch. Summer Catch is pretty good.
Oh, I like Summer Catch.
Yeah, that might
Yeah.
be more realistic than Major League.
Summer Catch. I just you didn't have Jessica Biel in the Cape. That was unfortunate.
Trouble with the Curve's a great pick. That would be
I mean,
ass.
You said cringeworthy. That's the first one that comes to my head. Cringeworthy. Throw the curve.
The floater. Rookie of the year, I like.
I like Rookie of the Year.
Rookie of the Year is good. I like that one.
Who's to say it couldn't happen?
Yeah. I mean, Lil Big League, you ain't having a 12-year-old coach a team either.
Theo Epstein.
Yeah, 28.
That's pretty close. That's insane. He's a wild person.
Right, which is wild that you think, like, damn, 28.
You know how stressed he would be? Like, you shouldn't have this
And it wasn't
job.
like he was, and he said it. He was like, I didn't go to business school. It wasn't like I did all this stuff. He goes, I grew up in Boston. I was a Boston Red Sox fan. I just love baseball. He was playing fantasy baseball for real life.
Yeah.
Crazy.
He did go to Yale.
Did he?
Worked out.
Oh,
He's
okay.
putting that into
I didn't
his career.
know he went to Yale.
Yeah, he's a real freak show. Have you seen some of the stuff that he had to do for the? I mean, he reversed 2 curses, but he notoriously can't sleep, especially during these 2 runs. And I don't know if I should say that, but he said it. Like, there's a big expose when ESPN the magazine was ESPN the magazine. He actually wanted to read it,
Which is awesome.
Yeah, it was the best.
It was good.
And he used to, when he couldn't sleep, he would listen to black box phone calls of pilots calling their wives whenever their plane was going down. He's like, see, my life's not that bad. The world's not gonna be over.
Oh my God.
Yeah.
That's pretty dark.
It is dark. That's Theo, though. That's where he was. He's got to win a World Series.
He won.
So
some
it's
World
perspective.
Series. Yeah, he's done well for in his life.
And then also when the Cubs would go on rallies in the playoffs, he had a buddy that he kept around just to eat loaves of bread because it was good luck. He did it one time.
Oh, it's like Billy Bean that, like, working out.
Well, he was force feeding this guy like loaves of bread like the entire game.
He was making this guy fat.
Yeah, he was just making him eat like entire rolls of bread, and he
Fat and
also
constipated and can't do anything.
Wow, we were just talking about Steph. Miami Heat are finalizing a deal to send Jimmy Butler to Golden State for Andrew Wiggins, Dennis Schroeder, and Kyle Anderson, and projected first-round pick.
good trade.
So there you go. All right. Any other questions? Any other brain busters?
Nope.
No?
Nope.
Okay.
Everybody's just like, that Tennessee game was electric.
Yeah. Did everybody like Danny?
Yeah, I mean, he's a hit.
He's a hit.
C-Dub 225, Big Stick, Danny Dick.
Hope he has a bunch of hits.
I do too.
And look, you know what I respect about it? Hey, I came here to play shortstop. It wasn't in the cards. I'm very comfortable at second base. He's happy.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? I know I can play short, and it's just one of those things I got to work at, continue to work at. Like, I respect that.
You always come back.
Yeah.
I like that he's like that he's not like chasing it and feel like he needs to
I came here to play
prove
shortstop.
something that has nothing to do with what he needs to be. Yeah, like he's like, bro, like it's not gonna happen right now, and I'm fine with that.
Yeah.
So let me go do what I know I can do. Let me go home. I got the key to home. I know where my bed's at. I know how it sleeps, and let me do my thing.
Yeah. No, for sure. I mean, and I kind of wanted to bring up, I was like, DJ LeMahieu was at shortstop for a year and a half and got moved to second, and that was the best thing that happened in his career. It doesn't mean, just because you don't play short doesn't mean you're not a good defender. You're not a good baseball player. It's just maybe second is just better for you.
Yeah.
So I respect that.
Do you think number 8 gets announced tomorrow?
I think everybody knows who number 8 is.
Well, they haven't done the official.
I don't know.
They doxed it.
I don't know if Jay's into that. He's into retiring of 3, but I don't know if he's into the other thing.
It's a question you should ask him because you dropped the ball on it.
I didn't drop the ball on anything. It was moving along smoothly.
You passed the baton.
Yeah, it was moving along very smoothly. I hope it does. You know, I like it, but if not, then it doesn't.
I think the person named that we saw might be wearing it would happily fit the number.
The person who is wearing it this year.
Yes.
Yeah, it fits. I think
That's what it's, yeah.
Yeah, for sure.
Kind of got lost in what I think you intended it to be, in my mind. It was more 18 than 7.
What?
8.
8 is more 18 than 7. Yeah. Yeah.
I think it kind of got,
Did it?
the baton kind of dropped a little bit.
When?
I'm not going to call anybody out. I think everybody can look back in history.
Yeah, but then it kind of righted the ship a little bit,
Yeah,
and
it
then
started right in its rightful owner. Like, not everybody could pick up Excalibur.
right. Hey, I'm with you. Yeah, but I think it's a good pick this year.
I do too. I think the ship is in the right direction.
Yeah.
8 sheets to the wind.
That's it. All right. You want to get to the Seggies?
So much more on the
You know
docket.
what? So much more on the docket.
No, I'm kidding.
Yeah, I mean, we got. If you want to watch LSU basketball, plays at 8:00 tonight.
Yeah, we're gonna lead you
Georgia.
right into the game. Watch party here,
12,
8 to 10.
12 and 9 on the season. One win in the SEC.
They could right the ship. Georgia also losers of 4 straight.
I mean, listen. I thought Tennessee. I mean, Texas was going to be a game that they could potentially compete, and they lost by 31 points.
Have you seen the SEC baseball preseason coaches poll?
LSU's projected to finish 4th.
Yep. I was gonna ask Jared if he'd seen it and see what he would.
My bad.
Let me tee this up and knock it off.
Yeah, I actually did see it. So yeah.
It worked out.
Who was it? Tennessee?
No, it was A&M.
A&M, Tennessee, and who else was in front of them?
Arkansas. And then I think A&M.
I think it's a toss-up between 2 through 4, honestly.
Yeah, no doubt.
Like, I'm not that surprised.
I'll say it's a toss-up between all 4. I know everybody's high on A&M, which, they're supposed to be. Yeah, a lot of guys come back, and they're going to be good.
No. I'm just saying, like, preseason, when you look at the rosters, obviously anything can happen, but I'm not surprised at all that you could pick 2 and 3 in front of LSU, and then anybody else could probably put LSU in front of those as well.
Yeah.
So, like, I'm not really that surprised by that.
Yeah,
and I'm not surprised by a lot of people picking A&M.
A&M with 228 votes, 10 first-place votes. Tennessee with 1 first-place vote, 215 votes. Arkansas with 3 first-place votes, 214 overall. So very tight between Tennessee and Arkansas. You would think that Arkansas would maybe be, well, I guess, whatever, 215 to 214. LSU at 4 with 204. Then a significant drop-off at Florida with 183. Georgia at 6 with 165. Vanderbilt at 7 with 156. And Texas, 146.
Mm-hmm. It's going to be a fun year.
Did you see the odds for LSU baseball to win the whole thing?
What is it?
Plus 700.
Who's the best odds? A&M?
A&M.
With what?
Plus 5?
I believe so. Let me check.
Hey, so LSU's second best odds?
Yep.
Probably 3rd or 2nd, really?
Second.
Okay.
I'm gonna check real quick. Hold on. Let me check the app. Potential sponsor. Always nice to get back in bed. You know, just it's wide open if you want a gambling sponsorship of a show that does gamble.
Yeah.
God forbid.
Mm-hmm.
LSU,
I would love to go down to New Orleans.
LSU is now tied for first. Odds have shifted. Plus 750, tied with Texas A&M. Tennessee at plus 800. Virginia plus 900. Arkansas plus 950.
Yeah, Virginia's getting a lot of hype this year, too. They're supposed to be good.
I took LSU already.
There you go.
Maybe a little slow start in the SEC. Hop on them again.
There you go.
You forget you can bet it again.
You can do it as many times as you want, actually.
Well, funny you say that. I've bet LSU baseball twice, apparently.
On accident.
Yeah. LSU football twice, apparently.
What'd you do? To win a national championship next year?
LSU women's
over under 9.5 wins.
I think it's 8.5.
No, I think, is it 8.5? I thought it was 9.5.
Because I thought it was SEC wins.
It was 8.5.
It's 8.5 wins total.
Yeah, over under 8.5 wins.
That is a slap across the cheeks. Yes.
Or is it 9 wins?
It's 8.5. Talked about it this morning.
Wow. I like that bet. Over.
Yeah. It's not on this particular service yet, but it is out there if you want to grab LSU at 8.5 at minus like 115.
It's minus 115?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I would gobble
Hammer
that up. I mean, that's what's so funny about this year. Brian Kelly being the 16th ranked coach in the country. We'll see. Real stiff test week 1. All those changes you made.
Number 6 rated
coach in the country.
coach in the country.
All those changes you made.
Yeah.
Let's see.
We'll see.
Now, nobody will overreact to that.
No. I mean, we're too far away from that right now to even, stress over that. It's going to be a conversation.
The loud
that
be
summer
loud.
conversation is going to be long. When baseball season ends, that 2-month, that's going to be a long conversation.
Hopefully it goes all wins Omaha end.
And we go back to Omaha.
That's what I'm saying.
Mm-hmm.
Speeding ticket, not.
Oh yeah, y'all are good. I'm looking for bad people.
Yeah.
Perfect.
Then you got championship parade. Got to cover that.
Gotta cover that. Airbnb is the move. Is the move. Doing that again.
I don't think there'll be a bachelor party this time, but
so you're part of the Airbnb.
yeah.
Yeah.
There were a couple. We'll do some live shows from the Airbnb.
Mm-hmm. We had some good times at the Airbnb.
We had good times.
We had a great weekend.
Yeah, so much. Yeah, it really does. Like, it's weird how much LSU depends on like the things that I get to enjoy versus the things I don't. Like these opportunities, like it kind of it's on you, Jay.
SEC tournament also really great.
Hopefully they make that.
I think that
we should go back this year.
Yep. I think yeah.
What do you have? What?
Maybe in Italy. My wife's in a wedding.
That's during the tournament?
I don't know. I gotta look at the exact dates to like confirm that.
It's impossible to run a show with you people.
I'm sorry. This was scheduled a year ago. I mean,
this has been scheduled farther than that.
All right. Mistake of the day. You got one?
I think I just heard it.
I don't know if that's. I don't know yet.
I might be in London some point in May.
Really?
Yeah.
See? What if you're there at the same time?
We just hop, skip away from each other. We get to the mic'd up. Mistake of the day. Woof.
Mm-hmm.
Whew.
Mm-hmm.
Your dad can only get you so far in life. For one, Michael Jordan's son, as TMZ calls him. So I guess it's hard. That's a hard shadow to get out of. And that could, that being the case, you would imagine that maybe just maybe, I can pull this name out one last time if I'm in trouble high on cocaine and stuck on a railway in a Lamborghini SUV. That maybe my dad's Michael Jordan. In this
was he high on cocaine?
Yeah.
Ah, that's confirmed.
Yeah.
Or are you just assuming? Okay.
And so if there's ever a time to like, damn, I'm in a pinch, you know what I should do? Tell everybody my dad's Michael Jordan.
So we were making a right, and I turned onto the train tracks apparently. I'm trying. Yeah, we're not getting back in the car right now, okay?
Damn.
The reason why, so
Keep your hands out of your pocket.
yeah.
Keep your hands out of your pocket.
There's nothing in my pocket.
That's why they can't get down. Put your hands up in your
Is that his girl?
I'm Michael Jordan's son. I'm not doing anything wrong. I'm just trying to get home, and I made a wrong turn. Okay, and clearly, we would just like to get our car off of the train tracks, which we were not trying to be on.
So how do we know he's on cocaine? Does he get arrested?
I mean, I'm just saying, if there's 6 of us, and we throw this thing in reverse. I've already got concerns for your level of impairment anyways, okay? So that's why, because I can smell alcohol coming from you, and you're on the train tracks, okay? So come on, man, just listen to me.
Because I smell alcohol on you and you're on the train tracks.
Okay? I'm fine behind the wheel. I just would like to get my car out of this. We'll deal with that after this, okay? We'll deal with that after this. But that's why I had to get you out of the car, okay? Because I hear spinning tires, I hear slurred speech from you, you're driving on train tracks. I'm not slurring anything, and okay. I'm letting you know, I have concerns. Okay? Well, I appreciate that. In a vehicle. I can't let you back behind the car and drive a vehicle. I appreciate your concerns. Yeah, I don't want. But I am not inebriated. I'm not anything that cannot drive home.
Tough look.
Marcus Jordan arrested for cocaine possession, DUI, resisting arrest.
Ah.
But my dad said, he ain't your
not
dad.
great.
Wait, so he had it in possession, or was it in his system too?
Cocaine possession. Jared, if you know a little bit about cocaine, if you have it, you do it. You don't say.
I don't know if they were going to get to do. I don't know. I don't know where they had in the process. I don't know.
Yeah, the train tracks. That's not the only thing he was railing up that night.
Hey, have you seen? This is a whole different topic. Have you seen PFT? His gumbo deal.
Yeah.
He's on like
12
things of gumbo.
He's eating it for every meal he's in New Orleans. It's tough.
I love gumbo, but that's a lot.
Yeah, their skin just got to feel just hot. You'd be like sweating out your pores.
Yeah. That is a mistake.
better
of
than
the day
prison.
Right there. That one's tough. I'm not. What do you say? I'm not slurring. What do you say?
I'm not inebriated.
I'm not inebriated. Yeah. Okay. Okay.
That man should have called Michael, set up a camp for whatever town we're in Orlando. We got to get this fixed. We got to stop talking.
All right.
Clearly not inebriated.
Yeah. Curtain calls.
Well, you slurred your speech and you're on the train tracks, and this is not a train. I have concerns.
What you got? Curtain call? By you?
I did. Hold on, I had it pulled up, but I typed in it. Give me 1 second.
I'll lead it. Curtain call. I got one Max Scherzer, which I'm not sure many people know about where Max Scherzer is in his career, but it's a pretty lucrative spot at this point. If anybody doesn't know, I think it was back into last week or early this week, Max signed a one-year deal with the Toronto Blue Jays for $15.5 million in 2025. This will be Max's 18th year of playing ball. One might say there's obviously counting down, like he's on one-year deals at this point. This could be the last one. We don't know. But in case you didn't know, he's getting paid $15 million this year by the Blue Jays. He's getting paid $45 million until 2027 by the Nationals, and he's getting paid another $15 million in 2028 by the Dodgers. Max is broke the hell off by 3 different teams, and he is making so much damn money, and people don't even know about it right now. So, curtain call to you, sir, because that is impressive.
Yep.
The kind of checks you got rolling in for teams you are no longer playing for.
Good time to be Max Scherzer.
Yeah.
You still looking for it?
Yeah, I can't.
Okay. My curtain call is to say New Orleans. I have, you see what's going on, obviously, in New Orleans. Beginning of the month, beginning of January was not great for the city of New Orleans. They, obviously had the Super Bowl coming in a month after that, and so now it is there, and seems like the city is thriving right now, which is good for the city. Good for the community of New Orleans, and I'm glad that everybody is able to enjoy themselves and see what New Orleans has to offer for the Super Bowl. I'm very jealous. I would love to go there. Super Bowl is right in our backyard. I've never been to a Super Bowl or the events of a Super Bowl, and I really wish I would have done it, but I'm not doing it. But shout out to New Orleans.
I do have my curtain call. Curtain call to a once beloved day in sports, certainly in college football. Today is National Signing Day.
Oh, yeah. We didn't even know that. There's no more National Signing Day.
This used to be one of the biggest days of the year.
Ryan Perrilloux, I'll never forget that day.
Oh, my God. That's how I got I think it was Perrilloux. No, it was Russell Shepard, but Perrilloux I remember very vividly also. East St. John. That's when, Huddle wasn't even a thing yet. You had to go find these skeevy tapes of him playing. You're like, oh, yeah, he's a stud.
Yep.
But then for Russell Shepard was that I brought a laptop, first student ever to bring a laptop to class. And that was just so I could watch signing day at Menard. And they're like, what's it for? I was like, to take notes. What are you talking about? And then I had, the male teachers, watching behind me when I was in class. They'd, always come up, is he signed yet? What we got? I'm like, we good, coach. He said, I'll let you know when Russell Shepard's on the docket for today. But literal curtain call. I think this might be curtains for what was once National Signing Day when you had Isaiah Crowell bring out a bulldog puppy. You had people skydiving out of planes. You had, go back to all of the LSU lore, whether it was, who's the safety? Landon Collins' mother twice. All these things. You had the Bayou Bash. You had, who's the quarterback that didn't have enough chest to play at LSU. All of these moments are now robbed from us with the transfer portal and the early signing period and NIL. But rest in peace to National Signing Day. This used to be a day you would take off of school.
Yeah, it is what it is. It's part of it. We have to figure out. Now December is the day.
Oh, my God.
All right.
Also, rumors swirling.
Rumors.
Tiger droppings.
Hey.
A lot of steam on this. LSU baseball should do an alumni game versus the current roster.
They used to do an alumni game.
Yeah, and Chad.
Yeah.
Took one off the dome.
Chad.
The third baseman. Oh.
Rouge?
Yes. They mixed it.
Oh, see, I don't know why they stopped it. But they used to do it. Don't do it anymore. That would be great. That'd be fun.
I mean, y'all could play.
That'd be fun.
I mean, the Yankees still do it.
I like to bring it back. That'd be nice.
For active players.
What's that?
We ain't active.
No.
I mean that. Well, I think y'all are the perfect mix. I mean, I don't want Birdie Williams running around out there.
I'll be training. If I know it's back, I'll be back in the cage.
Y'all are
swinging a little bit.
like low 30s,
35, mid 30s.
Yeah, mid 30s. You, Jared, Chad Jones. You could field a roster of guys that could play and make it fun to watch.
Why? You're gonna fill the roster with dudes that are still active right now. Like, why the fuck would
Well,
they
you
want
could.
us
I guess.
there?
I guess a lot of the active dudes probably wouldn't want to play.
All right.
You know.
I don't know if the MLBPA is real adamant about them playing in a.
I mean, Texas just had it, and it's all active players for the most
okay.
part. So
yeah, I don't know. So
I think you'll still make the cut.
Probably not. It's okay. Would be fun. Would be nice to have. Let's see if they bring it back. It'd be nice. Jay seems like you'd want to bring it back.
Yeah. If he wants to be like the Yankees.
We'll talk to him. All right. That's all we got for you today on this beautiful Wednesday. Great show today. Thank you all for tuning in. Please like and subscribe to our YouTube channel. If you don't like watching us, but you like listening to us, we're anywhere you get your pods. We love you all. We appreciate y'all. We'll be back in the show. We'll be back this Friday, 1 to 2-ish, talking a lot more Super Bowl conversation, talking about what prop bets we want to talk about and what we want to do.
Patrick Mahomes rushing yards.
Back gambling. Listen, last Sunday, very depressing. No football. Like, this is the last weekend we got of football. So enjoy it. And then baseball season is happening here soon. So enjoy the rest of your Wednesday. See you on Friday. We love y'all. Peace.